camera getting on my nerves. Okay, we are live, y'all. I was having a little difficulties. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. I'm sorry I'm late. I am so sorry I am late. It's a hot mess. Hey, Sonya, baby, welcome on in, boo. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Yes, ma'am. How your day went so far? Girl, I know I'm kind of late, honey. When I be telling y'all sister be busy, I be busy. I thought I was gonna make it in here earlier, but that's why I don't like making plans because a lot of times it don't never go as planned. You know? So that's right. Blessed to be alive, blessed to be here. That's the main thing. That is the main thing, honey. I mean, I have to open my blinds up some so I can be watching. Oh, I'm doing good, honey. I am doing good. I'm doing lovely. I know some people's like, this girl taking forever to come live and everything. And you know what? I don't know if you got the same news on you, but they finally came out and said that we are getting a second stimulus, but they was proposing a $3 trillion bill, a Hero Act bill, but unfortunately they took it down to 1.5 or to $1 trillion Hero Act bill. And most of the people that's going to get the stimulus now is going to be people that make $40,000 and lower. And people that do receive SSI, SD, SSA disability, they will receive it too. It's going to be the same, 1,200 per child. You only can carry 3 children. Will get credit for 3 children plus yourself. And the date that they have is set for August the 8th, y'all. So we still got to wait a few more weeks to even see anything. People are getting put out on their tails. People bills piling up. We still got, I think they said like over 40 or 60 million Americans without a job. Without a job, girl. And then they had a nerve to be talking about trying to go back to school. Honey, I'm not sending my kids to school. And they keep talking about they got an uprise in the Rona. Increasing cases, every single day. I think I last heard, what was it, the day before yesterday? They had 60,000 new cases. A lot of the states are in red zones or dark brown zones. And then y'all had a nerve to be talking about reopening school. How you going to practice social distancing between children? They know that's not going to work between kids, especially the smaller ones. Right. Hey, Veronica, baby. Welcome on in, baby. Welcome on in. Where's Strawberry at? I don't see. Oh, there she go. Hey, Strawberry. I'm like, I don't see Strawberry. I don't see my Strawberry. There she go. Hey, Strawberry. Hey, Strawberry. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm homeschool my baby because I ain't got no time for all of it. They got me messed up. I mean, they already know. Okay, check this out, y'all. They know for the past like 5 years alone. Okay, let's go back for like past 5 years alone. There has been an uprise in the flu. Okay, we've been having flu epidemics. Okay, and we're coming towards the wintertime almost, where it's breeding grounds from the flu alone. Okay, now we don't only just have the flu that we have been dealing with, but now we got the Rona, which is a different strain of the flu. So we y'all not feeling me. We gonna have to fight two of these things, these viruses at one time. And they talking about reopening some schools. Is y'all crazy? Y'all trying to kill us. Y'all know it's all about population control, right? I hope y'all know that. They trying to work us into a cashless society, martial law, depopulation. Let's just be real about this thing. They trying to kill us all. People they think don't matter. You know, the poor, the minorities, um, criminals, elderly people that they feel like they just taking up space. Man, this is sad, y'all. This is sad. I'm not sending my baby to school. I'm sorry. They just gonna be mad. I'm just saying, you know, I just right, Veronica. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they got me all the way tore up. I ain't gonna be able to do it. They got me all the way messed up. I am not gonna be able to do nothing like that. And see, they barely had got a control on the flu epidemic, and they was having hundreds of people die from the flu. Now we have thousands of people across the world, thousands that's dying from the Rona, and then we coming up to the breeding grounds for the flu, and then they talking about that the Rona is only killed by heat. So what about when we move into the cold part of fall and winter? If that's the case, everybody tore up. They trying to force us back on complete nationwide lockdown, and they trying to sit up there and play it slick. They trying to sugarcoat it, but they're not gonna go. They're not gonna be able to sweep this under the rug. They're not gonna be able to do that. And I am not sending my kids to school. So they trying to get parents locked up and everything, because they know majority of parents is not sending their children to school, and we constantly have uprises in the Rona every single day. Come on now. The government trying to kill us all. We ain't safe nowhere. Hey Brenda, what's up, baby? Welcome on in the chat, baby. Welcome on in the room. So, does anyone have anything to share with me? Any good news? Something new happened today? I know it's a blessing for all of us to be able to wake up and see another day. But as far as this, y'all, this stuff got me irritated about this government. And then Mr. McConnell, they all of them just about going on vacation. So they're saying, this is what they're saying, okay? I'm gonna repeat it. They came out and said and stated that we will get a second stimulus package, okay? A second part of a stimulus, which is part of the Heroes Act, okay? Initially, they was going for $3 trillion, and that was put on the table, but the Democrats and the Republicans been fighting back and forth on that $3 trillion bill. So what they have done was they went down to $2 trillion. These people done went all the way down to $1.5 trillion. Now with that $1.5 trillion, they're talking about they are going to give people that make $40,000 or less the stimulus, okay? Well, we already know it's going to be $1,200 per adult, at $1,200 per child. And I don't care if you have 10 kids, they're only going to credit you for 3 children, just like they do on your taxes when you file your taxes. This is crazy. Now, we know it's some families out there that have a big family. Some of these people got 6 to 8 to more kids than that, okay? What makes them think, and we just dealing with the stimulus, okay, what they're giving them, what makes them think that that's going to be enough to take care of a household of 6 to 8 children, or maybe 10, off of the credit from 3 children and the adult or adults, the mom and dad? Okay, wait a minute now. That's not going to be enough. And they're not paying attention to, hey, Laquita, baby, sorry for not speaking. Welcome on in. They're not paying attention. The aftermath is a lot worse actually than the pandemic we're going through. Because the aftermath is this. They can sit up there and be on the golf course, you know, taking vacations, going out to eat at some of the fanciest restaurants, staying at some of the 5-star hotels. They living it up while the rest of us are suffering and trying to survive. Do y'all know it's people that has never been homeless is actually homeless now and living out on the streets because they were kicked out of their homes? I mean, and then you want to say, we're going to only give you this much money, but I have a whole household to take care of. Now, let's think about it. If I'm 2 months back in rent, my mortgage, I'm 2 months back in all my utilities, my car insurance, everything that I usually keep up on a regular basis, a regular pay period, I am sure I am back on. What makes you think $1,200, if you just one single person, gonna pay and get you caught up enough where you can save yourself, help save yourself? Come on now. See, the problem is a lot of these people that's in Congress has never lived from paycheck to paycheck like we have lived paycheck to paycheck. A lot of them been born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Let's just be real, okay? And hey, KT, welcome on in. Welcome on in. And y'all, it just irritates me because let's look at the facts. We have to pay attention to the facts, y'all. And it goes back to what I was talking about, Bible prophecy. And I know a lot of people sometimes don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. Okay? It's the truth. It's happening. Everything that Bible said is coming true. I've been studying that Bible again since I was 10 years old. I've literally been studying Bible prophecy. And I'm not just talking about reading the Bible. Anybody can read the Bible. But I have researched. I have studied this thing. And I'm telling y'all now, it's all about population control, included with martial law, included with the New World Government. Okay? Y'all know what Novo Ordo Secularum means? And it's on the back of your $1 bill if you look at it. And it's in Greek. If you translate that, it translates into New World Order. Okay? It's a lot of symbolic things that's dealing with the pyramid and the eye above the pyramid. Look, all this stuff was already put into place, y'all. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to hear. This was already put into place. What I'm going to do is, I actually should have been done it, and I should have had it ready before I came live, but I really just thought about it. I know some people may have seen this, but the way I put it like this, the next time I go live, I will play it, okay? But it's a woman that's a scientist. She's been a scientist over 30-some years, close to 40. And she worked with the top heads, okay? I'm not going to mention their names right now, okay? The people who control, can I say, the health system all across the nation. The top heads, the elite. She worked right beside them. And she revealed that her and a few more of her colleagues sat there, I believe it was in the early 1980s, and they created the coronavirus, the Rona, the COVID-19 virus in a lab. Okay? It's so deep, y'all. This whole thing is deep. She says that the United States government and China actually work together with the elites of the countries. Okay? Because I'm not going to put out names right now, because I actually want to bring you the clip so you can hear it and see it for yourself. But they work together and spread the COVID-19 virus. Y'all, this stuff just did not happen. It came, if you pay attention, it just came out the blue. And then people wondering why our president did not take the right safety precautions to make sure the United States was not affected. When they was called to shut down the airlines and all traveling to United States from these infected countries, guess what our president did not do? He did not shut the country down in time. He did not stop this stuff from happening. Why? Why? Because they was all working together. Okay? Y'all know it's money and sickness. It is money and sickness, y'all. It's a lot of things behind this medical and pharmaceutical industry, y'all, that a lot of them will not tell you. They have found doctors that have came forward with the truth. They have found some of these doctors dead, murdered, because they came forth and told the truth about what was happening in the pharmaceutical industry, in the medical industry, in the hospitals, in the clinics. I know y'all have seen some videos. If you have not, type it in on YouTube, of doctors coming forward and telling you that the government, okay, the government officials ordered them, did not ask them, they ordered them to say most of the people that died in the hospital, that they were supposed to label them, even when not infected. Even when not infected by the COVID-19, they still was required to label them as COVID-19 victims, and that was the cause of death, which is falsifying. Okay, so the government wanted these doctors to falsify death records. There's a few more videos of people coming forward. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure I bring that proof too the next time I go live. I have all of it so y'all can see it and hear it for yourself. This one lady, okay, she's an Israelite woman, okay, and she came forward and she made a YouTube video. I know some of y'all may have seen it, may not, but I'm telling you about it. And she actually showed her documentation. She actually showed her real discharge papers from the hospital. Okay, she went in for something simple as a headache, and she said that they did not even test her for the COVID-19, but they diagnosed her with the COVID-19. And then when she put the papers up where you can actually read her discharge papers, it states that she was not tested. It states that she was not tested for the COVID-19. But right up under that, it tells you she was diagnosed with the COVID-19. Y'all, our own government is doing this in this empire, the modern day Roman Empire, which is United States. I'm going to explain that too. It's falling. Babylon is falling. Yeah, so I don't want to get too deep off into it because I want to come with the facts the next time, but I just wanted to drop a little information. So yes, they did. Yeah, Brenda, and actually it's been brewing. Hey, Cutie Pie. But let me tell you something, Cutie Pie and Brenda. I have facts that this actually been out all the way, and it dates back to the early 80s, okay? And I'm going to prove that point to you right now. How long have Lysol been out? But if you look at the back of the Lysol bottle, it has the COVID-19 on the back of the bottle and says that it kills the COVID-19 germs, along with the flu germ and all the other stuff, bacteria. See, this thing didn't come out just in 2016, 2019. I'm telling y'all, when I come back live tomorrow, I'm going to show you the proof. This actually came out and it was developed in a lab in the early 1980s. It was already out. What happened was, this scientist, which is the main one, a woman, that developed this virus, she tells you, when I show you the video and I play it for y'all, okay? She tells you that it was never meant to be introduced to human cells. It was never meant. But when the corruption happened in the pharmaceutical and medical industry, they introduced it to human hosts. It was never supposed to be introduced to human hosts. And they knew if they had introduced it to human hosts, that we would be going through what we're going through now, which is a very bad pandemic. Okay? And it was a reason why they released it. This same scientist, y'all, the government has been after her. They have broken into her home. They have arrested her. They have ruined her credit. They have ruined her reputation. They have ruined her life. She cannot go anywhere and get any type of credit, any type of thing off the government. They have ruined this woman's life. And she's worked for these people over 30-some years. Okay? So when I come back, I'm going to bring y'all the proof and the evidence, okay, so you can see it for yourself. But again, before this is the last thing I'm going to say about the whole situation. Yes, we have a second stimulus coming. Unfortunately, it is a $1.5 trillion HEROES Act bill, the second stimulus package. It's supposed to be signed by the president by August the 8th, okay? So we still have a few more weeks to go before anybody will start seeing direct payments of their stimulus checks, okay? Just to let y'all know if you didn't know. Which we know that $1.5 trillion is not going to do anything. It may help you a very small bit, but it will not get you over your hump. So, I'm a hustler. I'm sell plates. I'm finna become the candy lady. You hear what I'm saying? I'm finna become somebody's maid. Whatever I gotta do to make some money. Change add up. Because you can't depend on the government. It's clear that the government is not going to see you through. They're not going to take care of you. It's very clear. People need to open their eyes and see they have left us surviving. They have left us dependent on ourselves. And people, hey Tracy, welcome on in, baby. They have left us to depend on ourselves and our own abilities, our skills, our own senses, okay, and knowledge. They have left us to depend on ourselves, okay? So you know what? I know how to live without TV. It's a good thing I was born back in the day. Before color TV came out, before CDs and all this other stuff. I am so happy because I know how to live without those things. Just to make sure my family come out and make it through. I know how to grow my own food. I've done it several times. I know how to cook real good, so I know how to sell food. See, you know what? In these third world countries, where people not understand, the United States is becoming a third world country. Okay? Right now, We are right there at the borderline of a third world country. And you know what they do in a third world country because they're suffering so bad? They trade. They trade. They exchange. You give me this and I give you that, and we both have what we need. See, you're going to have to take on that mentality. You know, if it get worse than this, and I'm telling you, which it will, you better let your survival and your hustle mode kick in. I'm telling y'all, you got stuff in your house right now. Right now, you may not want to part with because some people are hoarders. Okay? But you got stuff in your house right now that you can organize to sell this weekend and have you a yard sale. Some of your stuff you may have to lower your price down a little cheap. But look, money, coins, it all adds up. Do whatever you got to do. I know people making masks, and I know y'all know that, making masks because people are desperate for masks right now because so many people are scared of catching the Rona. They willing to buy the mask at any price, just about damn near. If you know how to sew a little bit, you better go and start making some masks. You don't have to have the go to Walmart or wherever to buy material and fabric. You better get a doggone pillowcase and a sheet that's clean and start cutting it into a mask shape and start to get the sewing or something and selling the masks. You understand? Start hustling. Whatever you know how to do that's good, that you know you got skills in, do it. Do it. Now it's time for you to be your own entrepreneur, your own thinker. The government don't care about us, okay? You have to take the situation into your own hands because they're not. As long as we're waiting on them, we're going to keep suffering, okay? Oh, let me read the comments. I'm just running my mouth. That's what I just said, Cutie Pie. It's on the back of the Lysol bottle. This thing been out for a long time. Yes, it goes deeper than what people think. Yes, the rabbit hole gets a lot deeper, baby. Throughout the country, so when it hits, they could set up camps. A lot of big stores went out of business. Why? So they could have room for people. Ruby, I think the Lady China is Girl Town. Um, you talking about the one that I'm talking about? That's the scientist. Spencer, let me see. Hold on. You out again? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go back and look. It's about money. Also, you did read that. Okay, Strawberry. Wait a minute. Let me go back up. Yes, they did. The CDC did do that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yeah, and a lot of people are homeless now. A lot of people are homeless, y'all. Let me tell you something. It's a video out. Matter of fact, let me find it so I can play it for y'all right quick. Let me find it. And I'm going to play this for y'all so y'all can see this stuff just did not happen. It just did not happen overnight. It seems that way, but it was already planned, y'all. Let me go to it. Make sure it's the right one. I want y'all to listen to this. Now this is proof. Now you know what ended up happening with Iran and what was it? Ukraine, Iran and Ukraine. I know y'all remember about that, and then the things that just recently happened with China, Iran, and Ukraine. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all something, and I want you to listen very carefully. Now, this video was done in 2011. This is what I'm telling you. I've been researching, y'all. I know what I'm talking about. This happened in 2011. It was predicted by our very own president. This lets you know, and this is what I be trying to tell people. People get mad. Let me just say this before I play it. When I tell people I'm not voting, it's for a reason. Oh, you should vote. You're doing wrong if you don't vote. No, I'm doing right if I don't vote. Because I'm going to tell you why. We know that some of the main elites out here, in the whole world, let me just put it like that, are the Rothschilds and all them. Okay, so let me tell you something. Everybody's working together, okay, to control a dictatorship from country and nation, okay, cities and towns. Now, listen to this. Now, with these elites actually helps control are the main controllers of the United States along with the government officials of the United States. Let me tell you a secret that people don't know, and I'm going to bring the proof to you. The president, before he's elected to be president, they already know who they're going to choose. They already know who's going to be elected. And that president that is getting ready to suddenly win the election, out of the knowledge of the people, they actually meet up in a secret, okay, society place, and the president that's getting ready to be announced to the United States has to meet with the elite first. Y'all don't hear me. I'm gonna show y'all some proof. But let me go and play this video. Listen very carefully. And when you hear what he say, this is the very thing he did. And he did this in 2011.
Good evening, I'm Gilma Avalos, and this is News Now for Friday, June 3rd. First, your weekend weather. We have more scattered showers tomorrow. Sunday looking dry but blustery with highs in the 40s. Now, the latest airstrike in Iraq that killed a powerful Iranian leader. The U.S. is now sending more than 3,000 troops to the Middle East as tensions escalate. You probably woke up to a number of news alerts about the strike this morning. General Qasem Soleimani was killed by a drone strike. President Trump says he ordered the strike because the general was planning an attack on U.S. diplomats and personnel. Now, the Iranian supreme leader is promising, quote, forceful revenge. The State Department is urging Americans to leave Iraq immediately.
We took action last night to stop a war. We did not take action to start a war.
The president this afternoon defended the operation, calling Soleimani the world's top terrorist. It came as some congressional leaders criticized him for not giving them a heads up. He also said the U.S. doesn't want regime change in Iran, but is ready to respond to any possible retaliation. If today was the first time you ever heard the name Qasem Soleimani, here's what you need to know. The 62-year-old has been the head of the country's most elite unit for the last 20 years. According to some Iranian reports, he was the son of a peasant and became a popular figure in the country after a war with Iraq in the 80s. But U.S. officials say he's the man behind terror attacks and proxy battles that have killed hundreds of U.S. troops. As a result of the strike that killed the general, agencies across New York are stepping up security. The NYPD stresses that there are no new threats, but they're upping patrols anyway. Governor Cuomo is also deploying the National Guard to the city's airports. The state's Office of IT Services doing extra cybersecurity checks. And as you can probably imagine, today's action has gotten a huge reaction online. Several hashtags related to the news, including World War III, were trending today. Some of President Trump's supporters tweeting that he did what he had to do, while critics dug up a 2011 video where he theorized that President Obama would attack Iran as a re-election strategy.
I believe that he will attack Iran sometime prior to the election because he thinks that's the only way he can get elected. Isn't it pathetic?
That's all for News 4 Now.
Now, I'm going to show y'all that whole clip. I wanted y'all to see that part to get you to recap on what's about to take place and what's happening now. Now, pay attention. That was the recap to remind you of what was transpiring between Ukraine and Iran and United States and China, okay? Now, let me go to the actual clip of Donald Trump saying everything that Obama was going to do, which was the distraction, because he knew and the elites knew that he was going to do it. Now, you heard on the news that he's the one who attacked Iran. Okay? But he said Obama was going to do it. No, 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 no. He knew, the government officials knew, the governments knew, okay, that he was already going to be president because they had already elected him, and whoever they decide to put in office is going to go into office. They just fool the masses. They just fool the people. The campaigns is more about publicity, money, okay, and power and control. But the fact is, these people are already elected before you even vote. So let me go to the actual video.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran. So I believe that he will attack Iran sometime prior to the election because he thinks that's the only way he can get elected. Isn't it pathetic?
Do y'all get what I'm saying now? He did this and said this back in 2011, okay? How did he know way back in 2011 that during this time that all this stuff was going to happen way before it happened? Y'all need to think now. They already knew. They already planned all this stuff, y'all. Yes, and let me tell you something. You own something right there, Brenda. You're on something. Okay. Now I'm finna bring some closure to what you just said, Brenda. Cutie, good night. You leaving, baby? Oh, okay, cutie pie. When you get through, come back in. Um, just to add what you saying, Miss Brenda. Listen, everything happens for a reason, and let's go back to biblical terms. Okay, biblical facts, biblical prophecies. Okay, our Father allowed things to happen for a reason. The greatest empire that ever were in the whole world was the Roman Empire. And I don't care how long they were strong, how long they was the greatest empire. Eventually, every empire falls. Eventually, every empire is taken down. Okay? What makes United States think that they're not going to be taken down? Now, let's put this thing together, okay? President Trump was put in place for a reason. He was put in place to help take United States down. And everybody just about hollering about make America great again. America has never been great. America has been America off the blood, sweat, and tears and murders and theft of other people. Okay? Let's just be real. Let's go to facts. Let's go to history. America didn't become America off of it just being from its indigenous people. What I'm saying, and it's all made. That's right, Strawberry, to destroy. See, they needed someone that they knew Americans was gonna admire, which had already admired, looked up to, seen him as a great, wealthy, rich man, seen him as a great businessman, a great entrepreneur. They knew they see Americans were so used to the regular type of presidency, okay? The regular type of presidents. They needed somebody new. They needed to bring somebody in that Americans are unfamiliar with but still love, okay, and admire, and very popular, and very rich, and a very educated businessman. Is to throw the American people off. So what they did was they elected this man. They think they elected this man, but he was already put in place. And so what is the best way to bring down anything? A company, a friendship, a marriage, I don't care what it is, from the inside. from the inside. This man was placed to bring us down from the inside. And the reason why, all of a sudden, now, if y'all remember when the election was taking place, you had in each state, after Trump was elected president, I got the clips, I done say the clips, they had thousands of people in different states saying Trump is not my president. They had riots, they was holding protests, they was saying we didn't vote for him, we didn't vote for him. And then lo and behold, what happened last year? They found out that he had something to do with Russia, and Russia helped him win the election. See, all this stuff was set up, okay? All this stuff was a conspiracy. It was conspired, okay? And until we wake up and see it, and they know that we really can't do anything about it, I'm going to tell you why. We can do something about it, but I'm going to tell you what they got over us and trapped up in this land. What they got over us. And it's power, it's control, it's martial law. Main thing is weapons. See, your average person that's living in your neighborhood, myself, you, and whoever else, we don't carry weapons of mass destructions. You know, massive destructions in our homes. We don't carry them in our cars and in our sheds and in our garage. They do though. So you know what? If a whole, let's just say a whole state decide to come up against the government, right? To fight the government. Do you know they can drop a bomb in that state and obliviate everybody? See, they know they have the power because they have the massive weapons of destruction in their hands. So you gotta see how you're going to manage and survive this, okay? Because we can't just go shoot nobody. Half of us don't want to kill nobody. Half of us, but if we have to, but we don't want to. Who want to risk going to go fight and get shot up and killed? And it's going to, let me just put it like this. It would be more dying than making a difference. It is going to be more dying than living. See what I'm saying? The government know this. They have all these armed forces, okay? They have the police, okay? They have the higher ranks. They have the National Guards. They have the Navy. They have the Army. They have the military. They have all this stuff backing them. And they know that the people can't fight them like they want to because why? They are in control of all the massive weapons of destruction in this country. So what we have to do, we have to bow down. We have to comply. We have to obey. We have to become literal slaves in our own country. Y'all, I'm about to go all the way deep, and I'm supposed to be going to my other channel playing some doggone music. I just had to say something. I just couldn't keep that to myself. Yes, there's so much corruption. Trump is trying to win by creating wars with China, Iran, okay? And he's trying to win. Now notice, they've been dragging on this second stimulus, right? They've been dragging it on. Why all of a sudden, they have finally decided to give us a second stimulus really, really close to election time. See, it's more deeper than that, Veronica. Brenda says, wickedness in high places, the Bible tells us, when a Republican gets in the seat, woe unto the people. Woe unto the people. Yes, let me tell you something. The word in Revelations, and I'll give y'all the scripture later, it says, the first beast gave power to the second beast, and the second beast practiced all the authority of the first beast in his presence, okay? All this is getting set up for the new world order, the Antichrist. Everybody has to fall in line. See, this situation is not going to be just one country that's under a dictatorship. Okay? The new world order is not saying new nation or new city or new state or new town order. It's saying the new world order, meaning all these countries, all these places across the whole world has to fall in line in this one dictatorship, under this one power, under this one religion, under this one currency, which will be a cashless society, which is the mark of the beast. Okay? So, y'all, it's so much stuff tied into this. And that's why I said I would actually have to take my time, break this thing down, and show you proof and go through it with you step by step. Right now, I'm all over the place because I got so much in my head I need to throw it out to y'all, and it's not coming in order. Okay? But trust me, everything that's happening is prophesied and it is in order. Okay? It is in order. Y'all just do me a favor, okay? Do yourself a favor, not me. Do yourself and the Father a favor. Do not fall into these lies of the government. Please don't. The government is lying to us all. The government does not care about us. It's not the flesh that can hurt you. In other words, it's not what you see that is destructive. It's what you can't see. It's not what you know that's destructive. It's what you don't know. Okay? Look deeper into it. Look around you more. When you go out, look around. Pay more attention to your surroundings. Pay more attention to certain class of people. Okay? Pay attention to everything. Stay woke. Allow your eyes to be open and seek knowledge, wisdom and knowledge. Okay? You need to get into that word. This is a time right now for us to be rescued. And I'm not just talking about physical, I'm talking about spiritually, baby. Because at the end of this time, it's about the spiritual realm. Everything happens in the spiritual realm before it manifests in the physical realm. You got to understand that. And until we can understand that and apply that to the relationship with our Father and Savior, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get caught up. And we don't want to get caught up in all this mess. Now, unfortunately, the Bible does tell us that the innocent will die for the guilty, which has been going on, and it's going to get worse. A lot of people think this thing is going to blow over. No, baby. The Bible predicts it gets worse and worse and worse. We're going to have more pestilences. We're going to have more famines and starvation and diseases. We're going to have more wars. And the final war is the battle of Armageddon. That's the final war. But before that war happens, we're going to have more wars coming, okay? You're going to start seeing stuff you ain't never seen in your lifetime. And I'm not lying to you. Y'all need to reflect back on this day when this stuff start happening. Because I'm telling you what I know is facts. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not just speaking hot air with no meaning. Get closer and closer. Because it's getting closer and closer. It's right in your faces. The Bible says that he who can calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, which is 66. Okay, so we know that's 666. But notice what it says: who can calculate? Anytime you calculate something, baby, that's addition, arithmetic. It's all of that. It's math. It's mathematical. So it says, calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. Okay? That's the key words. Then it goes on to say that you will not be able to buy nor sell without this mark. If you pay attention, they're turning everything into virtual accounts, everything into cashless things like using credit cards. You can pay through PayPal. You can go shopping with your phone and don't have to use money or a card. Listen, they are turning everything. Let me tell you something. Do anybody remember when you was in math class? when you had to do what is called the family tree. Well, if you do the family tree and you apply it to your social security number, I'm gonna tell you, everybody will get 666 out of their social security number. Everybody. The social security number was not given to you just to identify you. Your social security number was put in place because when the new world order happens, you have to have a stamp. You have to have a mark that identify you, your funds, your life, everything about you. They have developed microchips the size of a rice grain to implant into your skin. That microchip holds all your information, everything about you from the day you was born all the way up until the point, whatever time, now or in the future. It holds everything about your medical history, your criminal history, everything, your financial history, everything. That one chip holds everything about you. And you know what's connected to that chip? It's your social security number. So I'm going to get off that subject. We'll continue some more information on the next live. I just wanted to kind of brief y'all on some things that's happening. Tweak your mind so you can get to thinking a little bit more about what's going on. Um, yes, it is. It is. That's why they are trying to do the yep. That's right. Stay in the will of God. That's right. Don't be so quick to accept anything. Y'all right? I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. Okay. Any more questions or anything? Well, let me just ask this. I'm just gonna only spend an hour on the music channel. Just an hour. I'm not gonna keep y'all 2 and 3 hours. It's just gonna be an hour, so I'm gonna be paying attention to the time. Um, so everybody type of one that's in the chat now that want to go over to the music channel so we can go on the groove. And I'll know to go and open it up. I see 13 people in the bushes. Well, I see 13 people, but I only have 8 thumbs up. So if you're in the bushes, don't be afraid to come out the bushes. Oh, okay. Hey, LaShonda. I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Okay. Okay, so I see 2 1s. I see strawberry pizza. Who else is in here? Throw ones up so I know. I don't want to just go over there and nobody show up. You know what I mean? Because I got an old school list for y'all, boy. I got some old school stuff for y'all, horny. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go on and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you always get the notification when I drop a live or a video. You never know which one I'm going to do, okay? Like I said, I got some more stuff I'm working on and it's coming up. Okay, so I see y'all want to go over there, so I'm going to go on and go over there. And for the people who don't know, let me drop this link right quick for them, y'all. Hold on. Let me drop this link. I got to drop this link for them. Okay, let me drop this link. Y'all just give me a second. I'm still here. Y'all know I gotta do some things over here. I gotta do some stuff. Okay. Now. Hey, one of my moderators dropped that link because I'm having problems again. That's a shame. I'm having problems again. Please drop that link, one of my moderators, please. So the people that don't know, or I just type name of it in the chat. It's Rena Boom. That's the name of the station, and if one of the moderators can drop it, that'll be great. Because I know it's a few more people that's in here that don't know about it, but if they don't, I'm finna get ready to go right on over to this channel. And y'all give me about 5 minutes and I will be ready to roll. I'll see y'all over there on Rena Station, okay? I will see y'all. Now wait a minute. How? Oh, okay. Y'all know I'm still learning this thing. Okay, y'all give me about 5 minutes. I love y'all. Meet me over there.